Hello to my flamazing Franklin Academy first grade artist. Welcome to Art with Miss P this week. This week's lesson is going to be all about snowmen, and it's going to be based on the book Snowman at Night. If you had a chance to watch it with me in our live class, then you've seen it. If not, I put the link up, so I hope you take an opportunity to watch that read along. It is a great book, and it has beautiful, beautiful artwork in it. And we are going to create our own snowmen at night. So what you need for this project is a piece of blue construction paper, so this will be the nighttime, and oil pastels. If you do not have construction paper or oil pastels at home, don't worry, just use what you have. Just get your white paper and you'll draw a snowman with your markers, your crayons, your color pencils, whatever you have at home. Hopefully you have oil pastels because they're a lot of fun to work with. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a snowman with a snow scene with oil pastels. You're going to choose between 3 perspectives. This perspective is a snowman peeking in from the side, like I'm kind of doing right here. I'm kind of peeking around the side of the paper, so you only see half of the snowman. Another option you're going to have is one like this, where you'll just draw a snowman straight on. It can be in the middle of your paper, or it can be off center. The choice is yours. You're going to have a lot of white in here because snow is white, so you're going to use color for your scarf, your hat, maybe some trees in the background, maybe some mittens on his hands if you want to. So that's where you're going to get your color in. And then the third option we have is going to be different. It's going to be what's called a worm's eye view. This is where if you could pretend you were laying on the ground looking up at your snowman. This is kind of what you would see, the perspective of this. So I'm going to show you how to draw all 3 of these, and then you're going to choose your favorite one and create your own snowman. So grab those materials, friends, meet me over in my studio, and let's get started on your Snowman at Night picture. Hello friends, and welcome to Art with Miss P this week. This week's lesson is going to be a Snowman at Night. It is based on the book Snowman at Night. If you were with me in our virtual class, you saw the book or the read aloud. If you missed it or want to see it again, I put the link up on Google Classroom along with this lesson for you to look at. Not only is it a great story, but it has beautiful illustrations in it of what snowmen and a snow scene looks like at night. So I hope you get some great ideas from that book. I am going to show you 3 different ways to draw a snowman, and it's going to be completely up to you as to which way you want to draw your snowman. So this is one way, but here's what you need for this lesson. You need a piece of blue paper like this and oil pastels. If you have oil pastels at home, that is great. If you don't, then just use whatever you have. If you don't have construction paper, then just use whatever paper you have. You can draw your snowman with markers or crayons or color pencils, but I am, for this lesson, going to do a piece of blue construction paper with oil pastels. We're choosing blue construction paper because that is the perfect color for the nighttime sky, and we're doing a snowman at night. So I'm going to show you the 3 ways to draw these snowmen, and then you're going to choose which way you want to draw yours. We have this way, which is what is called a worm's eye view. So if you can imagine laying down on the ground at the bottom of your snowman and looking straight up at him, this is kind of the perspective you would see. It's almost like the snowman is looking down at you. Then we have this perspective, which is just straight on snowman. And then we've got this perspective as if the snowman was peeking in from the side of the paper and you only see half of your snowman. Now we're going to draw big, so the main focal point of this drawing is going to be this snowman. You can have things in the background like a smaller snowman or maybe a tree or a house or whatever you want to put in the background. You can even have some hills or some mountains. But the main focal point is going to be this snowman, and we are going to draw very big. So I'm going to show you this perspective first, then this perspective, and then we'll do the worm's eye perspective third. So let's get your blue piece of paper right here and choose the lightest color oil pastel you have. That might be your white or this peach color. Doesn't matter which one you choose, just choose one. I'm going to do the white since we're going to be using the white a lot. All right, to draw a snowman, normally we would draw a snowman like this. You would draw a small circle for the head, a medium circle for the middle of the body, and a larger circle for the bottom. Well, in this, because it's so big, you might not see all three of those circles. You might only see a portion of them. So we're going to let whatever naturally runs off the page run off the page. So to draw the first perspective, which is a snowman straight on, you can either do it in the center or off center. Off center just means it's not in the center of the paper. It's just to the right or to the left of the paper. Totally up to you. But I'm going to draw a big circle. That's the head. I'm going to draw a medium-sized circle for the middle of the snowman, and then I'm going to draw my big circle right here, and the rest of it runs off the page down here so we don't see it, and that is completely okay. So head, middle of the body, and then the bottom of the snowman. And then from here you just decide, well, I'll put two eyes right here, maybe my nose right there, and a smile right there. Your snowman could have some arms and an arm right there going off the page. If you want your snowman to wear a scarf, you can go ahead and sketch in the scarf right there, which is just basically a rounded rectangle, and then the scarf coming off to the side. Buttons right here, and then some kind of hat. And I'm gonna put like a, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put like a little toboggan hat on him like this right here, and maybe a little pom-pom right there on top. Don't worry about erasing that, because when you go to color, you will color that line up. Now here's some advice about coloring your crayon, coloring your snowman. I'm going to put a little horizon line back there. When you go to color, you can color the eyes first if you want to. Like, for example, if you wanted to color your eyes black, you could do that first if you wanted to. But here's just a little tidbit. When I go to, let's pretend that you've colored all this in. So when you go to color and you get up to this black, you're going to color around this black, and look what happens. You may notice that it starts to smear right there. That is what happens with oil pastels, or any pastels, even chalk pastels. When you get up to other colors, they will blend together, and see how it picked up the black right there? That's just the nature of oil pastels. So to keep that from happening, or to keep the smearing from happening, color everything white first. Now, if you notice, I colored around that eye, and I'm coloring around my nose. It looks a little funny at first, but in the end, it will be better. So I'm coloring around these shapes that make up the eye, the nose, and the mouth. So I'm coloring my snowman white first. When I get down here to the scarf, I'm just going to color around the scarf. I'm doing this very quickly, guys, so I don't want to take up too much of your time. Coloring around that button. What this does is, now when I go back to color in this eye, because the black is so much darker than the white, it covers up. And see, I don't have the smearing in this eye that I do. I don't have the smearing in this eye that I do here. And then when I go to do the nose orange, I don't have the smearing. So it helps you with the smearing. Another little trick you can do, I'm going to show you a bunch of little tricks. You can come in and outline your buttons really dark. See this thick outline I just made? You can do that and then come in, I'm going to use this color, come in and color your buttons after you outline them like this, and then come back and color white. So that way when you're coloring the white and you get up to here, you're not coloring against this color, you're coloring against this white outline. So that's just a little tidbit with oil pastels to help you with not having it smear like it did right there. So you're going to outline everything in white. If you want to come back and put, you know, some stripes right here on your scarf, I would put them in white so you know where your lines are. And then color. For your snowflakes in the background, just do a few little white circles like this right here to make your snowflakes. Not a big deal. All right, so for the other perspective, which is, I just showed you how to do this perspective. Now I'm going to show you how to do this perspective, your snowman peeking in from the side of your paper. Here's how you do that. Same thing, get your white crayon, draw a half circle right here for the head, and then right here, a really big circle. And then if you have any space left, a little circle right there for the bottom of your snowman. And then you're going to come in and you're only going to see one eye. You'll see the nose. You'll see half of the snowman's mouth. You'll see a button and a button here, maybe a button there. You'll see one arm. You'll see whatever kind of hat you want to put. I'm going to put a pointy hat on this snowman, but you're only going to see a portion of it. You won't see all of it. And if this snowman's wearing a scarf, you're only going to see that much of the scarf, and then the rest of it comes down. And then, of course, here's the background back there. And then you can put whatever you want to put in the background. Color it just like I showed you in the other example. All right, so that's how you draw the snowman that appears to be peeking in from half of the paper, just like that right there. You see half of the snowman. All right, now let's do the worm's eye view. This one is very different from the way you've ever drawn a snowman. You have to draw the bottom first. The bottom, then the head. Normally, we start with the head first. But this one, you're lying on the ground, and you are going to draw like a really big circle. That's going to be the bottom of your snowman. Then you're going to draw a medium-sized circle on top of that, and a small circle on top of that. This will be your head. So then you come in and you put your eyes, you put your nose, you put your mouth. I'm just going to put a mouth right there. Here's the scarf on your snowman, and it's coming down right there. And then you'll have a button right there. You might have an arm right there and an arm right there. And then a button, and then a button, and a button, and a button. And if you notice, my buttons get bigger as they get down to here. So they'll be big here, and they get smaller as they go up towards your snowman. And then, of course, I'm going to put earmuffs on this one. If you want to put earmuffs on your snowman, you can. So I'm going to put earmuffs on this one. So that's how you draw the worm's eye view. And then give it a background back here with a horizon line. And then you'll color it with whatever colors you want to color. So I hope you have decided which one you're going to do. We'll go through these again. This is the worm's eye view. You can get multiple colors. You can have a colorful scarf right here, a really colorful hat. You can put whatever you want to put in the background. You can have some snowflakes. If you want to put mittens on your snowman's arms, you can. You can have a tree. This one right here, again, a striped scarf with a polka dotted hat. A tree and a snowman in the background. Right here, striped hat with lots of colors, a red scarf. Your color is going to come in your scarf and your hats. Now, if you come in and you want to color the ground white because it's snowing and you want to cover your ground white, that's fine. You can. Just come in like this right here and lightly color it. Then take your blue crayon, or not crayon, oil pastel. Your blue oil pastel. I have multiple colors, so you can use a light blue, you can use a dark blue, whatever. outline right here your snowman. So your snowman does not blend in with your snow. And then you can come back over your blue with your white oil pastel and kind of blend it in. Because if you noticed in the book, the shadows of the snowman were blue. So a good way for you to put in those shadows, like right here, just put a little blue right there and mix it with the white. And that will make it look like there's a shadow right there, so you don't lose your snowman in the snow. So that's this week's lesson. I look forward to seeing your snowmen at night. Have fun, and don't forget to send me your artwork or upload to Google Classroom. Until next time, friends, peace, love, and sparkles from Miss P.